This is Kurt from Strutmasters.com. Today we're replacing the air suspension on the Lexus LS460 all-wheel drive. The first step is to lift the car on a lift or jack stands and remove the wheel. So this particular car does not have any push-in clips, but normally you would have push-in clips in these holes right here, and once you remove those, you can remove this plastic piece right here. Okay, next I'm going to remove this cover right here with a 14 millimeter. One around the back here as well. Once you remove those, you can lift this cover up, reveal top mount. This particular car has a broken sensor, but normally you twist the sensor counterclockwise and pull it up and out. Pull that out. Using the same 14 millimeter, you can remove top mount nuts. The air's already been removed from this strut, which is why it's falling. You're going to want to remove this brake line bracket. It's 10 millimeter. Remove the lower strut bolt with a 22 millimeter. And this washer too. So next we're going to take this outer tie rod out. I'm going to remove this cotter pin, just like so. I'm going to take this nut off with a 19 millimeter. Remove this nut. Use whatever ball joint remover you want to use. Sometimes it'll come out, sometimes it won't. Go. The washer on top right here. Just want to pull it out. Remove this air line from the airbag. To do that, you want to take the first clip out, move it to the side. Take the second clip, get it out by squeezing the tabs. You want to turn this one about 90 degrees and wedge it back in there. Well, let those tabs come up, and then you can pull the airline out. So the easiest way I found to get this strut out, pull the lower clevis out and down a little bit, and then remove the bottom nut, the bottom of the strut. Should be able to get it out. My hand. The bolt comes out. and remove this lower clevis. Then remove the airbag through the left side, the easiest way. And there it is. Then we're going to take the new strut, insert it from the left side just like we took the old one out. Make sure your brake line gets on the left side of the strut. So you let the strut rest inside the vehicle while you put the clevis back on this side. Tighten this bolt up with a 22. Insert your pry bar in this position. Pry down on the knuckle. And when you pry down on the knuckle, slip the clevis into the lower control arm. So reinstall this tie rod in to the knuckle. Put it in place. Make sure you put your washer back on there and your castle nut. When you tighten your castle nut up, make sure you line up the hole for the cotter pin. Insert your cotter pin through the hole in the center of the tie rod. Reinstall the washer in the lower strut mount. It's got a detent towards the top. It'll only go one way. And put the lower strut nut back on. Tighten it up using the impact. Reinstall the brake line bracket, the bottom end first. Line up the bolt hole, insert your bolt. And then tighten up the bolt, 10mm. Install the supply hardware on the top mount. And tighten. At this point, you can take the actuator, remove the connector by pushing the tab down. Remove the actuator from the vehicle. Next, place your strut mount cover back in place. Reinstall the hardware. Reinstall plastic trim panels back in place. And this one does not have any push-in clips, but install those back as well.